Good evening and welcome to the FolkOclock Show. I think everything's working. My microphone's working. I hope you're all well. Of course, during lockdown, we were all worried about COVID and such likes, and one of our guests this evening has just had COVID. But I'm assured she's in the clear. I hope so, because I've got a holiday coming up, so I don't want COVID at the moment. Anyway.
2 weeks ago.
I'm being reassured it was 2 weeks ago, if you didn't hear that. So who's in the house? Who have we got? Fab. Who was first in tonight? Stephen Orford from Anglesey Antiques, my cousin, first in the door. It's like a jumble sale in the 1970s when you wait, the doors open and everybody rushes in. For anyone who's old enough to have been to jumble sales in the 1970s. Doris Reeb, we got Doris with us. We got Doris's album here. Hilary Ward, hello Hilary. Hilary's going to be performing later. Peter Ivey, he's always away. He's always away. I saw him the other day. He said, I haven't seen you for ages. I said, that's because you're always away. Peter, it's good that you can join us. He has saunas. I call it a sauna because I'm a Scouser. He has a sauna in his house. So, of course, in my mind, he's sitting there in a towel with, sweating and stuff. I hope not, Peter. Sue's grinning. I've just given away who one of my studio guests is. Mary Waddington. Mary, it was lovely to see you last night. Right, FolkOclock Show number 59. We've got some great acts. I say the same thing every time. We've got some great acts to see, and we really have. We've got some new faces. That was in the 1970s, wasn't it? New faces. It's like a talent.
No point at looking.
It was a talent, but it wasn't.
For a long time.
It wasn't Huey Green. What was? Oh, Opportunity Knocks was Huey Green, wasn't it? We've got 11 acts this evening. No, we haven't. We've got 10 acts this evening. 6 of them are pre-recorded, and of course, it's the month of love. My folk crush is in the house. Special invitation. My folk crush. I don't need to say the name because you all know who my folk crush is. We got 6 pre-recorded acts. We've got 2 specially recorded over on the posh end of Fleet at IveTech Media. John's sipping a pint of snakebite, I'm guessing it is. 2 acts coming from IveTech Media. Really good. One's one that you've not heard before. And we got 2 live acts in the studio this evening. What I could do is see whether we can see her. Now, for some strange reason, I know why. Don't panic. The magic will happen. We've turned lights on. I've turned a touch on there. That's not what we wanted. We're going to have a quick hello from the studio. Right. So if you want to go up there and stand there. Sorry, I'm being bossy. I'm going to change the screen. Now, for some reason, John, I've not got you in the frame here, so just bear with me a second. No, we're making it all work. It is a live show, so bear with us. And that didn't work either. So, John, I'm not sure why, because this tells me we've definitely got you in the session. I'm going to sort this out in a minute, John. Why is that not working? Disappointing. Is everybody still there, or have they given up and left us already? Yeah, they won't leave us.
Well, they are at home.
Yeah, exactly. John, I'm going to have to sort it out in a minute. I'm just going to hop across here so we can just say hello to Sue Graves and Jennie Higgins, our studio guests.
Hello.
Fabulous. Clearly, we're going to be hearing more from Sue and Jennie later. I don't know why I can't get John's video going. We are going to come back to John, clearly, for the quiz. Oh, it works over there. So the quiz is happening. Don't panic. 2 live acts in the studio. Jennie Higgins, new to FolkOclock, and of course one of our old favourites. I don't mean old as in age. I mean one of our regulars, Sue Graves. I am going to play. It's a bonus. I think it's a bonus track. I am going to play an unscheduled. Is it unscheduled or Yes. I'm going to play an extra video because I think it's only right that we do. And we've got a live performance for the crooner from Bognor Regis, Mr. Dave Harris. He sings a lovely love song, especially from the 1970s, or that kind of genre anyway. Right, and what's 9 months back from March? Because there's a lot of birthdays in March. June.
back.
Holiday babies. Holiday babies. Yeah. I like to try and work these things out. Anyway, I think we should get going. Who have we got in that? Yeah, we got some people turning up. Fantastic. Peter Orford. Yeah, no, Peter Ivey. Terry Sinclair. Terry's with us. Good evening, Terry. Russ is with us. Russ Baleson. Russ performed last night. We've missed Russ. Haven't seen much of you lately, Russ. It was good with Catherine Hicks. Me, You and Julio down by the schoolyard.
That was brilliant.
It's a great song, yeah. It was fabulous. Right, we're going to go to our the song that was not scheduled that we've put in is David and Alison Fenner. I'm sure you're all aware now that Alison died last week, Thursday. Very sad. A really lovely lady. Terrible for her clearly, but terrible for David and the family as well. They did come over. They performed in the studio. They've been over to John Ive's place, and she was a lovely lady, an intelligent, fun, talented lady, a beautiful voice, particularly good for harmonising things. She had such a distinctive sound. Yeah, it's terrible news. So let's get. It is the month of love, and you know it's a sad thing, isn't it? I'm not sure how to articulate what I'm trying to say here, but you know, David has lost his wife. It's a tragic thing. So I'm going to play David and Alison Fenner. Sally Brooke didn't know. Sally from California is with us. Woo!
Hello, Sally.
Sally's with us. Have you eaten all the biscuits, Sally? We sent Sally some biscuits, didn't we?
People biscuits rather than...
They were proper, but she even put in the hobnobs. They were specific requests for English biscuits. So got on Amazon and shipped them out there. Right, let's have some love and likes for the wonderful, talented David and Alison Fenner.
Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She sucks flowers sweet. She brings us glad tidings in the spring of the year. She flies the mountains over. She flies the world around. She flies back to her mountain and mourns for her love. For the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She sucks flowers sweet. She brings us glad tidings in the spring of the year. For courting is a pleasure, and parting's a grief, and a false-hearted lover is worse than a thief. For the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She sucks flowers sweet. She brings us glad tidings in the spring of the year. They'll walk with you and talk with you and call you their own. But perhaps they have a true love lies weeping at home. For the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She sucks flowers sweet. She brings us glad tidings in the spring of the year. Go away from me,
Quick round of applause. Quick round of applause. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, really, really good, and desperately sad. I was just telling while we were listening. I was just telling Sue and Jenny that when David and Alison John, let me ask John Ive. John, when Alison and David came over to the IveTech Media studio, did they make you a full apple crumble in an earthenware pot?
I obviously missed out on that.
That is the question. I got apple crumble, the whole thing, and I ate the lot. I didn't share any with the family. I warmed it up, brought it back out, and I ate the whole in one go. It was amazing. It was delicious. I didn't feel, as full as I was, I did not feel bad at all. At all. We've got Peter Barnsley. Peter, it was good to see you last night. Peter has now got a 3-piece group or a band, and they've gone electrical. I've got to say, Peter, I do like acoustic music a little bit better, but I'm sure you do the acoustic stuff as well.
So we're ruling Fairport Convention out.
Yeah, exactly.
And Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Mum's in the house. Good evening, Mum. My mum's with us. Anne Isles is with us. Good evening, dancing girls. It was lovely, dancing girl. It was good to see you. Obviously, I went out last night. 2 nights on the trot, and my wife does comment. I went to Bracknell Folk Club and Suntrap. Is it called the guest act?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the guest act. It was fabulous. It was really good. And the locals got up and performed as well. Floor spots. Brilliant. Really good. So Alison and David Fenner, lots of love to you and the family, David. I think you're away at the moment, having a little bit of a holiday to try and escape the madness. Practicing my thrash metal licks. That's Peter Barnsley.
Peter Barnsley, really?
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
If you don't practice, you'll never get them.
No, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I shall look forward to that, Peter. But if you do want recording, John Ive Studio, fantastic. You've been there before. Or if you want to pop over, I can't fit 3 people in here. And I only do acoustic. Right. Anne Isle says, hi, Joe. Can somebody else sit here and do the waffling so I can just sit and read the chats? It'd be good, wouldn't it? Right.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
No, you could. Sue
Are you suggesting I waffle?
Sue is a radio presenter star. She does.
You are now?
Yeah, officially. Yeah, good.
Yeah, I played a track from your album last week.
Yeah, it's good actually.
Well, both. Ready Folk Radio, I've been presenting recorded tracks.
Yeah.
And next Tuesday I'm going over to Way Valley.
Way
Radio
Valley,
to sit in for Barbara Parry.
While Barbara's away. Well, when you sing us a song, Sue, you can tell everybody because they'll probably hear you better on the other microphone. Right, we're going to have our second song this evening. It is the month of love. And we're going to have a song from Russ Baleson. I think this is great. Ooh. I'm pretty sure it was recorded at Poppy's Folk Club. Bob Dylan. If Not For You. It was Bob Dylan, wasn't it?
That was.
I'm guessing.
Bob, yes.
If Not For You.
Yep.
The fabulous Mr. Sunshine, Russ Baleson, singing Bob Dylan's If Not For You.
If not for you, babe, I couldn't find the door. I couldn't even see the floor. I'd be sad with you. If not for you. If not for you, babe, I'd lie awake all night, wait for the morning light to shining through, but it would not be new if not for you. not for you. When time would have no spring, I couldn't hear the robins sing. I just wouldn't have a clue, and anyway it wouldn't ring true if not for you.
Lovely, Russ. Well done.
Russ Baleson, if not for you. Great. So it is a love song, isn't it?
It is.
It is a love song. I tried to put some love song. It's kind of a combination of love songs and favourites. Some of them are slightly. No, it's not dubious. What's the word?
Spurious?
No, not. That's not the word I'm looking for. You know when something's a bit a loose link.
Tenuous?
Tenuous. That's the word. A tenuous link. Yeah. I've got educated people with me this evening. Yeah, fabulous. He sings a good song and plays a good song. Thank you, Russ Baleson. We're going to have our third song this evening. It says number 2 in my list, but clearly it's number 3 now. And it is a love song because it's the love of something. That's still love, isn't it? Love is love.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be a person. So this love song's about a car.
Ah.
Yeah, why not? I thought, why not? We've all loved cars in the past. I love all my cars. I've always enjoyed my cars. This song is a love song. It's not really a love song, but in my mind it is. It's about a car. Again, it was recorded at...
You have many questions about you.
Yeah, it was recorded at Poppy's Folk Club, I think, 4 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago. This guy is the uncle of Steve Selwood. Anybody guessed yet? Anybody? There's a delay of about 8 seconds. So if I wait for 8 seconds in the chat, does anybody know who's up next? It's the uncle of Steve Selwood, and it's a song about a Mustang car. We've lost Jenny. She's looking at her phone.
I'm looking at the comments.
She's had enough already. I don't think anyone is going to get it, but he's a bit of a superstar. Mr. John Buckley. Mustang song. Yes, Doris. Doris knows exactly what it is. Doris all the way from Germany. It is it's not called the Mustang song. It's the moon that... No. The Mustang, My Baby, The Moonlight and Me, or something. You'll get it. You'll get it when it's playing. It's a great song. And this recording was the very first time he played it live. Unfortunately, I had my camera with me, so I just thought, right, we're going to record this. So let's have some FolkOclock Love and Likes for John Buckley singing what I call the Mustang song. It's a great one.
And then you get it out of the shed. Years of neglect, I've treated you wrong, but this old girl has just burst into song. Years in the old barn, under cobwebs and grain, but these weary wheels are rolling again. This old 69, her pistons are pumping, she purrs like a cat, her V8's a thumping. Her wings, they are rusty, her headlights askew. One looks at me, the other at you. There's a crack in the windshield, a dent in the door, a view of the road through a hole in the floor. Oh man, I still smell the faded red leather. She's part of our life, a keeper forever. So with my darling beside me and the Delta aglow, we hit the old coast road to the cove that we know. Watch wild white horses ride on the sea. Just the moon, my baby, the Mustang and me. Just the moon, my baby, the Mustang and me. Well, the memories she gave us cannot be denied. Through calm and through storm, we laughed and we cried. Sang along to Elvis, drove to weddings and wakes, made us some U-turns, learned from mistakes, made love, took chances, and fought to be free. As we hit the old coast road, my baby and me, our minds entwined, the road opens before us. Words unspoken, we take in the view. The three reunited, we blow off the old dust, paint an old picture on a canvas that's new. Relive old memories and let the world be. Just the moon, my baby, the Mustang and me. Just the moon, my baby, the Mustang and me. With my darling beside me and the Delta aglow, we hit the old coast road to the cove that we know. Watch wild white horses ride on the sea. Just the moon, my baby, the Mustang and me. Just the moon, my baby, the Mustang and me. Just the moon, my baby, the Mustang and me.
Just the moon, my baby, the Mustang. We haven't got Sue Graves here, no Mustang. I think it's a love song. I think it's great, and we've all had things, items, and possessions that we love, and why not a car? Apparently, Hill's Folk Club, Hilary Ward's Folk Crush. Ooh. So Anne Isles is spilling the beans. Hilary's Folk Crush. Is that right, Hilary? Are you there, Hilary? Can you confirm this?
I love that you all openly talk about these things.
Yeah, I would imagine. Well, I do anyway.
Gossip.
I would imagine that John Buckley is the folk crush of many a fine lady, I think.
I would say so, yes.
Yeah, I nearly said many a young lady, but I think most of them are, like, grown up now.
We're all young at heart,
I'm backpedaling. Yeah, I'm backpedaling. I don't even think we can call it dirty snacking, but Sue brought Ricola. Sweets, sucky sweets. Yeah, really nice. Stop it. Stop. Shit. These youngsters, terrible. She's naughtier than the old ones. We have pork scratchings, and we have honey roast peanuts. This is what you call a scratching nut combo.
They might think that's the raffle prize.
Scratching nut combo. That's the best combo, that is. And we've also got some hot crisps. So there's going to be some dirty snacking tonight.
To their own.
Yeah, and we got some only soft drinks this evening, but we will be having a soft drink. Right, I am going to call out another. Watch the rappers. No, Peter Ivey, yeah, because it was actually Hilary Ward was eating the sweets and putting the rappers in soup.
Helen.
It was Helen Young, yes. What's the song? Gossamer Wings, Helen, of course, from Yateley. She was putting the wrappers in Sue Graves' bag. She thought it was the bin. No, just the crazy bag lady. Yeah. I don't know what it is with women, but they end up with lots of... And there's bags within bags.
I haven't got a bag with me.
I'm not sure. No, you've got a squeezy box.
Yeah.
Right. Swiftly moving on. We should do a few birthdays because there's a lot of them. Friday the 24th, that's this Friday, Andy Free. Andy, if you're out there, happy birthday. He's 56 this year. Not. 1st of March, Leslie Shatwell, the bass player in Cajun Boogaloo. Happy birthday, Leslie. And I have to call them out now because we only do the show once a month, so I have to, you know how it works. Neil Wells, 5th of March. Neil performs with Graham, who's the guy who puts on events and does music events and stuff.
Graham Copland?
No, it'll come
Graham
to me.
Steele.
Graham Steele. That's the man. Neil is a regular on the Graham Steele events. Martin Wood on the 7th of March. John knows Martin. Yeah, he's been on the show and recorded over at IveTech Media. Who else has a birthday on the 7th of March? I can almost hear him shouting from High Wycombe. Are you there, Bob? Bob? Are you there? Bob Tidbury. Bob is 21 on the 7th of March.
Again.
7th of March. But Bob's going to be 76. Bob, you're doing well for 76. Amanda Shorer. Do you know Amanda Shorer, Jenny?
No.
Amanda
She
Shorer.
gave me a bar of chocolate last night.
She gave my folk crush a bar of chocolate last night. I didn't get a bar of chocolate. Amanda Shorer, her birthday's on the 8th of March. And Clive Handy, his birthday's on the 10th of March. I'm going to draw a line under that because I've done enough birthdays for the minute and we'll do the rest later. So let me just cross those ones out. We've done that. Right. Well, I'm delighted. We've got our first live studio. We call it the studio because I keep my shoes in here. Our first live studio act this evening. I've been listening to her CD for the last couple of days while working. Where are all the women? What's that all? I'll let you explain. Where are all the women? It's the lovely Jennie Higgins. I never even knew about Jennie Higgins until I went to Twickfolk a couple of Sundays ago. I don't even know if I'd planned to go to Twickfolk, but I thought I'm going to go to Twickfolk, so I went over. It was really good. But Jennie wasn't performing. No, you did.
Yes.
And I recorded both songs, actually.
You did?
Yeah. I don't think, have I edited them? I can't remember, but I did.
I don't think you have.
But anyway, I thought, good enough. We've got to get her over here on the show. She was really good, and she's young. And I think we should encourage younger people to keep up the tradition of singing live and acoustic music. It definitely ticks my box. Or floats my boat. I don't know what you're supposed to say there. Anyway, it's a great... you're going to hear Jennie now, but the CD, and Jennie does all the harmonies on it. It's all Jennie. No instruments. It's fantastic. It's.
I'll second that.
Sue seconded it. It's good.
Oh, it was fun to make. It was good.
I'm going to have a quick look here. Do you know what? I've done this wrong. Jennie's not on now at all.
Oh,
John,
was so ready
you see,
to go.
if John wasn't so polite, he would unmute himself and shout at me from the green room and say, Joe...
I did wonder what the thumbs down was about. I thought it was about me.
Joe, you're getting it all wrong.
Joe, you're getting it all wrong.
John, I need you to say, if I'm getting it, because I'm so busy waffling, I'm not paying attention. We are going to have the questions from our world famous...
Woo! Well famous.
They're getting hang of it. A world famous FolkOclock quiz. Get your pens ready, guys. I've got a pen. I never get the answers, but my dad made this pen. I've got my pen ready, and we're going to go live to IveTech Media. So get your thinking hats on. Let's have the music quiz. Come in, Mr. John Ive.
Thanks, Joe. Well,
on
it's a
our
lot quieter in here, but having a lot of fun watching you in the studio. So, as Joe said, this is the month of love. And so, of course, the music quiz, once again, had to be about love songs. Before I get into that, though, I'm not sure how well this is coming over on Zoom. It looks pretty awful on my picture here, but this shirt, Jane has said...
It is awful, John.
this shirt, Jane has said if I wear it outside the house, she's going to divorce me. So I have to say that Jane works in a charity shop on a Thursday, so if you want to snap up a bargain, worn only once, I think this will be £2 in the charity shop tomorrow. So that's got the shirt out of the way, but it is a music shirt. It is a music shirt. If you can see it, it's a guitar. Right, so on to the music quiz. I'm sure all of you know the rules. There are going to be 5 questions. This time they're going to be about love songs, and I'm going to be totaling up the answers. I want you to put all your answers into one comment box. 2 songs you've got in order to do that. I'll put the questions in the comments box as well at the end of my session, just in case you forget any of the questions and you want to have an answer. But please do have a go. It's just for fun, and I look forward to seeing your answers. So let's get back to a slightly more normal version of me. There we go, without all the hearts. And let's get on to the first question. And I forgot to mention that, of course, the prize, as always, is a bottle of bubbly, and that is worth winning, isn't it? So question number 1 is about Eric Clapton. Everyone knows and loves Eric Clapton, I hope, in terms of being a superb guitarist. But he wrote at least one love song, and in that love song there were the words, "And she asks me, do I look all right?" Well, it's a bit embarrassing me saying that with the shirt on, but in the song he says, "And she asks me, do I look all right?" Was that song Wonderful Tonight? Was it Lay Down Sally? Or was it Layla? That's Eric Clapton with his love song, in which includes the words, "And then she asked me, do I look all right?" Question number 1. Then question number 2. Question number 2 is about Unchained Melody. It was an amazingly successful song, loved by many, and actually recorded by a lot of people as well. But there is one standout recording. Unchained Melody is that standout recording. Let me see, I think I've got a year of it here somewhere. Yes, 1977. Unchained Melody. Was it the Righteous Brothers, the Everly Brothers, or was it the Doobie Brothers? So that's Unchained Melody, 1977. Was it the Righteous Brothers, the Everly Brothers, or the Doobie Brothers? Question number 3. This one is actually about John Lennon, and he wrote a love song for Yoko Ono. And what, of course, we're asking you is, what was that love song? Was it Imagine? Was it Woman? Or was it Just Like Starting Over? John Lennon's love song, was it Imagine, Woman, or Just Like Starting Over? That was the song for Yoko Ono. Next up, question 4. Question 4 is from, let me just check, from 1994. And it's about support. It's about faithful assistance. And it was a great comeback hit for this particular group. Is the song I'll Stand By You by the Pretenders? Or is it You're Still the One by Shania Twain? Or is it I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston? A faithful assistance in difficult times type song. And hopefully that is enough of a clue with 1994 as the date to help you get that particular song. And then finally, question number 5. I need to go over the page for question number 5. Oh no, I don't. Here we go. All right. 1986 this time. And the few words that I'm going to give you as a clue to this song are, I've never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. I've never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. Was that Brown Eyed Girl? Was it Green-Eyed Lady or Lady in Red? So that's question number 5, coming from I've never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. So those are your 5 questions. I think they're quite easy, actually, but I'll be interested to see your answers. And as I said, as soon as I hand back to Joe, I'm going to put these questions into the comments box just in case there are any of them that you've forgotten. But I want to see lots of answers this time, and I will be picking out the person or persons who've got the most correct answers, hopefully all 5, and be coming back later to announce the winner. But let me for now hand you back to Joe for some more great music and some dubious banter from Joe. Back to you, Joe.
Dubious. I resemble that remark. Thank you, John. Thank you, John, for tonight. I won't thank you for the shirt. Doesn't get my vote. I think Jane's right. In fact, John, you should wear it on Friday. I'm going to see Jane and John on Friday night. I think you should wear it because we're all going to rip it off you and burn it. We'll have a sacrificial offering to the little god in the garden. Yeah. I'll bring a T-shirt so we can replace it. I was going to be nice and say we do like it really, but I really don't. Anyway, the dirty snacking. Well, we're live, we're honest. We can be honest. Honest is a good thing. Freedom of speech. We should all be able to say what we want. The dirty snacking, scratching nut combo. Brilliant. We've even got...
That's more like it.
That's classy.
10 caramel shortcake biscuits. I might be keeping them ones. Right. I was going to make it... Oh, God, there's loads of answers coming in now. The quiz is a rush. I saw somebody... Jamie Nix, evening, Jamie. I've been listening to your CD as well. Right. I'm going to do a couple more birthdays and then we're going to go to Jen. Don't panic, Jen. 13th of March, Vic Cracknell over in Farnham on the posh side of the hill. Great local musician, real good supporter of music locally. Steve Last, who's been on the show, 15th of March. Neil Mack from up north. Alison,
McConaughey.
Yes, yeah, and Neil. It's Neil's birthday on the 17th. Happy birthday, Neil. Annie Brown on the 19th of March. I should mention their CD coming. I'm going to mention it now and I'll mention it later, but this Friday, the 24th of March, the first CD single from the Browns. I'll mention it again later. Happy birthday, Annie Brown.
That's a lovely song.
It's a good song.
Yes.
Bob Shatwell, 19th of March. Forgive and Forget is the Browns CD. Forgive and Forget. Right. We're going to go to Giggling Girl in the corner. Who's clearly something's making her giggle. Anyway. Yeah, I've got a CD from Jamie Nix. You look younger there, Jamie. When was that taken? That sounds awful, doesn't it?
Yes, it does,
It makes it sound as if I'm thinking you're... No. But anyway, quickly backpedaling. Let's...
Stop digging.
Alison Humphreys is on all the way from Gabriola Island off the west coast of Canada.
Right.
Evening, Alison. Nice to have you with us. I'm going to stop waffling and introduce you to the delightful young Gobby. Am I allowed to say Gobby? She's quite confident. She definitely says what she wants to say. She's a lovely girl. Let's have some love and likes and a big FolkOclock warm welcome for Jennie Higgins.
I've never been described as gobby by an MC.
It's a compliment.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jennie. And Joe was really lovely about my CD just then. So where are all the women? Yeah, he's poking it in. Look at that. So the where are all the women is with regards to the project that's going alongside this CD. So essentially, when the sleeve notes come out on my website, which is currently being built, we'll look into the musicology of the songs and where they've come from and how. I had many people come to me and say, "You're a feminist, you sing folk songs. Why are all of the women like
You never
either..."
told me you were a feminist. We've never had a feminist in the studio. Have we? Who else is a feminist? Excellent.
So using all these songs, why are all the women only ever damsels in distress or off to be married? And I went, well, actually, we've got loads of different kinds of women in our folk songs, and especially in my favourite era, which is the 60s revival. I love it. So I recorded this album of songs all about the plethora of womanhood that we have in the folk canon. But the song I'm about to sing isn't on the CD because it's not arguably a traditional song. It's one I've written myself. Ooh.
It's going to be traditional.
It's going to be traditional. They'll be singing it for yonks. So this song is a kind of love song. It's a love song to the England that isn't what it should be right now.
What it should be, or what it was previously, was it?
I don't think what it was previously either. It just should be different. In my romantic mind, these things that I'm about to sing about don't happen.
Are you going to explain what the squeezy box thing is?
Oh yeah, no, this is a shruti box. It's a traditional classical Indian instrument. And my good friend Connor Reynolds, who I know has been on the show before.
Yeah. Good.
I'm not going to say what he actually called it, but I'm going to say he called it a loop pedal for losers.
The W at the beginning.
Yeah! So it's essentially just a drone, which would normally be played alongside sitar or a traditional classical Indian flute. So it's an Indian folk instrument. But I just use it as a drone because it makes my singing sound good and it keeps me in tune. Bit of honesty for you there.
We like that.
So yeah, here we go. This is an unnamed song as of yet, but I think it's Call for the Diggers. It's probably what it's going to be called. There is a bit of a chorus, so join in at home. As I walked out one May morning for to hear the birds to sing, their voice was mute and they'd clipped their wings. But what is one to do, and what is one to say, but call for the diggers, call today. There was a woman in disrepair. She had not the money, but they did not care. She fell on her knees, crying, it can't be fair. But what is one to do, and what is one to say, but call for the diggers, call today. She holds one job at 9 to 5, and she's 2 jobs on the side to feed her child as the bills do climb. But what is one to do, and what is one to say, but call for the diggers, call today. They tax us through the teeth with spite, then spend our money without the right. Pushed under the carpet and out of sight. But what is one to do, and what is one to say, but call for the diggers, call today. Level the land and bring them down. Give us fair government, not the crown. For in their lies we all shall drown. But what is one to do, and what is one to say, but call for the diggers, call today. But what is one to do, and what is one to say, but call for the diggers, call today. There we go.
Hey!
Oh, thank you.
Excellent. That's definitely going to be traditional in this turn.
Yeah, why not?
We like that. Did you call it a sweetie box?
It's a fruity box.
Sweetie. In my mind, that was a sweetie box, full of. It sounded wonderful. I don't know whether it came at you, but in here it fills. What
It fills a
what a
space.
beautiful, clear voice.
Thank
Yes,
you.
and wonderful.
With the frog in my throat. Keep coughing in the
She's been
background.
coughing, but yeah, I think she did fantastic. It's really good, and the CD. it's so easy to, it's so clear. And I've got to say, that Shruti box reminds me of Anna Bass. She has a squeezy box thing as well. Anna, what's the name of your squeezy...
Is it
Harmonium.
Harmonium.
An Indian harmonium.
Looks like a suitcase that you do this
Yeah,
with.
but you can do little keys on it. It's really fancy. This is the cheap
So,
version.
have you heard of Bass and Taylor? Oh, no.
I will listen.
Jenny,
to
you
them,
need
though.
educating.
I'll have a look.
You need educating. They're playing. Here's a plug. The Bass and Taylor are at Ready Folk Sunday, the 12th of March.
I'm planning to make my way.
I'd go on that night.
Oh, I will.
Bass and Taylor, brilliant.
A lovely colour.
They used to be 2 Coats Colder. Yeah, quite a famous little group, I believe. Bass and Taylor, Ready Folk. I'm definitely going. Although Emma, my wife, I think is online, who's probably saying, "Oh no, you're not." But I definitely want to go to Ready Folk. So if anybody wants a lift, shout out. And I don't mean I'm going to drive all the way to High Wycombe, Bob Tidbury, to pick you up, because that is a bit of a trek for me, and I've got school the next morning. Jennie Higgins, fabulous. We're going to hear from Jennie later, because normally we do 2 songs back to back, but we're breaking it up a bit this evening. So we're going to bring Jennie back on later. Right, my next act this evening, before we find out who is the quiz winner. Thanks for the plug, Joe McBit, Anna Bass. You deserve nothing less. Definitely one of my favourites. Can I come and get you? I'll have to arrive on a jet plane. Sally Brooke wants picking up. It would be Sally, if I could make it happen, you know I would. They're chatting amongst themselves there. I think they're going in the house there for a cup of tea. Emma's locking the door. Right, our next act this evening. I went to Twickfolk, as I mentioned earlier, and there was a guy, the guest act over at Twickfolk. Twickfolk's on a Sunday evening in Twickenham, believe it or not. It's very good. It's Sue Graves' home club. I can't go every Sunday because it clashes with the Windmill Acoustic Sessions, my home club, that's on every other week. You should come along, Jenny. Come along. Good club, good audience.
Oh, Twickfolk. I heard it's all right.
No. Windmill Acoustic Sessions. We'll have competition
right, yeah.
there. But you could go to Twickfolk as well. Anyway, so I went to Twickfolk, and the main event was a guy called Luke Jackson. Luke, I don't know if you're on this evening, but I am going to play your song. His whole set was fantastic. I'd never heard of him before because I'm a little bit ignorant. But I was super impressed. And the bass player, Sue's going to help me out.
Andy Sparks.
Andy Sparks, the bass player.
Good.
Yes,
They
he
were
was.
brilliant
Yes.
together.
Yeah, they were.
They were definitely, what's the saying where the sum of parts is more than the
Yes, the whole is...
the component parts. You
The
know,
whole is greater than the sum of the parts.
that's
is
the
what you're
one.
trying to say,
That's
Joe.
the one. That's the
I
one.
didn't do science.
Exactly. But they were brilliant. He's a youngish guy. I don't know how old he is. I'm guessing he's about
late
30 or
20s.
something. Yeah.
No, only late 20s.
I think he's from the Far East or something like that. Canterbury. Canterbury. See, I listen a little bit.
South, not east. What's east?
The Canterbury Ghost. Isn't it a story, The Canterbury Ghost, or is it a film? Anyway, we're going to hear Luke Jackson, and I particularly like this song because I just think it's a great subject. An unlikely one, but I think it's really good. So for the first time on Folk O'Clock, let's have some lug and likes. It's the snacking. For Luke Jackson and Andy Sparks. Here we go.
This song title popped up and I thought it was really cool, right? And it's Cherry Picker. I thought, oh, that sounds cool, Cherry Picker. And then of course I was just left with the task of writing a song around a cherry picker, which proved to be a little bit difficult until I wrote a classic love tale of a rather desperate farmer trying to win over a woman by impressing her with the fact that he drives around in a cherry picker. let me ride you back home. We'll miss the highway, stick to the B-road, cherry picker. Climb on board, come on, ride with me. You can see the country from a bird's eye seat. We won't hit no traffic, we can't build up speed. Cherry picker. I know you city cars are pretty and I'm sure they could cover you. Only get a view like this when you ride in my cherry picker. The engine purring, struggles up the hill. The big wheels turning and it looks like you with its seats of leather and wheels of chrome. You can climb inside, you can even charge your phone. I'll make that big DJ play me your favorite song in my cherry picker. North to 30 and half a mile. Don't worry about my speed, baby, it ain't my style. Hey, no need to hurry when you're there by my side. Cherry picker. I know these city cars are pretty and I'm sure they could cover you. Only get a view like this when you ride in my cherry picker. The engine purring, struggles up the hill. The big wheels turning and it looks like you're in my cherry picker. Ah, cherry picker.
Applause. Luke Jackson, Cherry Picker. Great subject, great song. Did you notice that I did the text at the end in cherry red? Thought it was a nice little touch.
You're fancy.
For anyone who's paying attention, we were just talking about Zoe Wren. Jenny said, so mention. Of course, in fact, John Ive and I went over. Yeah. So we took a load of gear, 7 mics, this audio, took the whole lot over there and recorded and made a couple of videos for her. I'd never been to Cecil Sharp House.
She used to do my job.
Ah, yeah. She's moved abroad. She lives abroad now, does she?
She does now. She lives abroad. But yeah, she streams on Twitch and things, which is really cool.
And she performs with Jasmine. Roswell, yes,
and she's
brilliant.
Also in the Honeybees, who are coming up at Grey Shot. Next month.
Next month, the Honeybees Grey Shot. So, Luke Jackson, wasn't he good? I think he's fab. And the bass player, keep forgetting his name.
Andy.
Yeah, really good. Anne Isle says, wow. I agree, Anne. Faye, good evening. It was good. Faye performed with Suntrap last night. Got up and just joined in and played along. It was really fabulous. I think you're very brave, Faye, and you did really, really well.
Thank you, Faye.
Aria Lane's online. If that's the Aria, good evening. Anyway, Luke Jackson, super. I'm sure we'll play him again in the future. I'm not so sure he'd want to come and spend time in the studio with us, but you never know. We are going to have the results of tonight's world famous music quiz. I think there was potentially a few winners, so there might have been a drawing out of a hat, I think. But anyway, we're going to find out from our quiz master, Mr. John Ive. Come in, John. No, you're muted, John. It's normally me.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back. Yeah, Joe's absolutely right. Obviously made it too easy this time. We had some fantastic answers and a tough call to find a winner. Before I go into the answers, I just wanted to mention, Joe kindly mentioned the studio, and you're going to see a couple of acts from the studio later in the show. I'd like to just tell you that I've published some availabilities in the studio for the remainder of this month and into March. It's on my John Ive Facebook page. So if you're looking to do some recordings, get some videos, have some fun, have a look at my Facebook page and see if any of the dates work for you. So that's the ad over, and back to the quiz and back to a more normal me. There we go. Yes, lots of answers, and so many of them correct. But before we actually say who is the winner, as always, let's have a quick look at the answers. For most of you, I don't need to tell you because you knew them. Eric Clapton's love song, which apparently was for Pattie Boyd, was, of course, Wonderful Tonight. The Righteous Brothers were the group that performed Unchained Melody, and is probably the best known version of that. Then John Lennon, who wrote this love song for Yoko Ono, actually it says here released in January 1981, the song was of course Woman. I thought that was going to be the most difficult one, actually, but many of you got it right. It wasn't too difficult for you. This one, which is a lovely song, which is about support, and it's, of course, I'll Stand By You from the Pretenders. Then the last question, number 5, lovely performer, Chris de Burgh, who sang Lady in Red, with the words, what was it? Yes, I've never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight, was Chris de Burgh and Lady in Red. So those are the answers. As I say, I feel it's a bit redundant telling you because so many of you got them right. And in fact, I'm going to be fair because we could only pick one winner at random, but I think those of you that got it all right, and I apologise if I miss anybody out because it's pretty frenetic trying to catch up with all the answers in the comments, but I think I got them all tonight. Peter Ivey got them all right, Jamie Nix, Paddy Carroll, Peter Barnsley, Anne Isles, Hilary Ward and Sally Brooke. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 7 of you got them all right. Well, where do we go when we want someone to make a random choice? Well, I go to our little dog Lottie and I show him this and ask him to tell me which one to pick. And I'm delighted to say that tonight's winner could have been any of the 7, so congratulations to everyone, is Paddy Carroll. Congratulations, Paddy. You are the winner of tonight's bottle of Prosecco. And Paddy, of course, I'm just remind myself, is from the band Call Me Ishmael. So there you go. Paddy is tonight's winner. And back to you, Joe, for some more great music. You're muted, Joe.
These fans on there.
I said so many. I was muted. No one heard any of that. I was saying such lovely things about the audience. It was all about you guys. Paddy Carroll, tonight's winner of the quiz. I've written it down. And there is a bottle of fizz for you. There's actually just, I don't know if we can see it in the background. Bottle of cheap Prosecco. A bottle of Morrison's finest Prosecco.
Love it.
But,
You've got an air fryer in it.
yeah, that's for chips. Chips
That's
in the
hilarious.
shed. Chips in the shed. Air fryer. Right. Thank you, John, for the raffle. Thank you. Let me just say, Luke Jackson. I've got a couple of his albums. They're good. And his website is lukepauljackson.com. Really good. And he's young as well. We need young people. That was my phone beeping. That's unprofessional of me. You know this lane? I own a lane.
I know.
This lady.
Yeah.
Good. I like this one too.
Yeah.
She'll be coming on my holidays with me as well. I'll be listening to lots of music on my holidays. Right. Hilary's looking out for me. Hilary, thank you, Hilary. You were telling me I was muted. Of course I was muted. Right. Let me get through some of this stuff so we can get into the second half. The Browns single, I've mentioned it earlier. I'm going to mention it. Said it in 60. What is it? I said it in 60 and I'll say it again. The Browns have got a single coming out this Friday the 24th called Forgive and Forget. Available on the web, online. They've got a website. If you want to find it, message me. Or you can stream it, because that's what they do in the modern world.
Very modern.
Streaming.
Spotify and
Streaming. Spotify. I've just got a Spotify account.
Have you?
Only just.
My family said that. My children think I'm some sort of...
I've had it for 8 years
Alf
already.
gone 8 years already. You're so with it. That was Jenny, not Sue.
I'm so behind the times. I haven't got Spotify.
I have officially have a Spotify account. Right, the Browns, don't miss it. It's a great single. I'm going to mention Ball's Bridge.
Yeah.
Hey. But you should go, Jenny. Bring your friends, young people. Ball's Bridge, the 23rd.
I've got friends.
Have you got friends?
I've not got friends.
I'm sure you have.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody is I nearly said Gobby again. Someone as confident as you must have friends. Ball's Bridge Festival, it's our local live festival. It's the 23rd to the 25th of June. I don't know if tickets are available. There's definitely flyers flying around. We saw some last night at Bracknell Folk Club. I'm sure if you contact Lynn Reynolds, she will arrange tickets for you. And I did mention Bass and Taylor, Ready Folk, the 12th of March. I'm just trying to get through all of the important things. Right. Our next live act this evening. He has an album too. This is Folk Crush Corner. It'll have a nice little card there. None other than the Surrey Nightingale, Sue Graves, the voice of an angel.
Pressure then.
We've got 6 strings on our guitar this evening. She has a guitar with 4 strings, a tenor guitar.
Oh, it's so...
And it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? It's a beautiful little
really
guitar.
pretty.
Really lovely. But she bought the 6-string tonight. So, anyway, we're going to hear from Sue. We're going to have one song from Sue now, and then we're going to come back later and we're going to have another song from Sue as well. So, believe it or not, I'm going to shut up. And let's have some love and likes for Sue Graves.
Yay. Thank you. Well, thank you for that lovely introduction, Joe. I'm probably not the ideal guest for a Valentine's show. Not exactly.
Why not?
Been a great
Why not?
success in love in my time. But I was given strict instructions to sing not miserable, but happy love songs, which I do like happy love songs. And so I've learnt this one specially for tonight. This is a debut performance for me. Jenny and I are both doing debut performances tonight. And it's a song which was written by a lovely couple from Stoke-on-Trent called Phil and June Coldclough. And they wrote in their time lots of great songs, including Song for Ireland and some that have been covered by quite famous people. And this song is, and I had the very great privilege of meeting Phil Coldclough a couple of times at the Ram Folk Club a few years ago. I'm friends with his daughter Sarah, who I hope might possibly be watching. So this song is called The Call and the Answer. You called and I ran, wild as the wind that flows across the moon. All we needed was each other. Like the eagle we did soar. You are the call, I am the answer. You are the wish, and I am the way. You the music, I the dancer. You are the night, and I am the day. You are the night, and I am the day. You and I, we're like two rivers running down into the sea. When we meet, we're lost forever. Lost forever, you and me. You are the call, I am the answer. You are the wish, and I am the way. You the music, I the dancer. You are the night, and I am the day. You are the night, and I am the day. Lay your head down on my pillow. Let your heart beat close to mine. With no past and no tomorrow. Two hearts lost in space and time. You are the call, I am the answer. You are the wish, and I am the way. You the music, I the dancer. You are the night, and I am the day. You are the night, and I am the day.
Yay!
Thank you very much. Jenny, I think you were going to sing along there, weren't
I
you?
know, it's
Yeah.
one of my favourite songs that Chris Drever does.
Ah, yes.
He does a lovely version.
Oh, he does, with lots of fancy guitar, doesn't
Loads
he?
of fancy guitar.
You don't get fancy guitar from me.
I was tempted, but I don't sing because I think I would just ruin it. It was so beautiful. That was lovely. Thank you. A love song. It's an evening of love songs. It's February, and we'll be having another love song from Sue in the second half. You can relax. You can come back and sit by me. Thank you very much. Dave Edgington's with us all the way from Lanzarote. They're talking amongst themselves. They're not even paying attention. We had a bit of a drama earlier because I'd filled me gob full of crisps and nuts and things, and then realised I needed to be on camera quickly. So all a bit frantic. Yeah, beautiful Sue. Rachel Rose. Hello, good evening, Rachel. Not sure we've met before. You're very welcome. And I think Jenny's mum.
My sister.
It's your sister. Your sister was online.
Yeah, my lovely
Super.
Sophie.
Sophie, let's give a mention to Sophie. Yeah, how wonderful. That was fabulous, Sue. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe.
I shall hug you when the cameras aren't watching. Right.
I have my chaperone.
We are going to we're going to have another now this next song, act number 7. It's not a love song. I think it's a lust song. Are we allowed to have lust songs and not love songs?
Folk tradition, yes.
And most folk songs, they all sound like innocent words, but they're not innocent songs at all.
Is this the language of flowers?
It was yeah. Anyway, so this song in February, the month of love, is, I think it's a lust song performed by Peter Ivey. and it's a. Oh God, I'm going to have to. It's Who's Your Folk Crush? Come on.
Ralph McTell.
It's a Ralph McTell song.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
This
the
next
gossip
song.
I'm getting on this
I'm
show.
pretty sure it is. Yeah, no, this is Sue's. Yeah, I'm gutted. Yeah. If only I was better.
Well, I didn't know you.
So this, I'm hoping I'm not wrong. It's the girl from the Hiring Fair.
Oh, yes.
It's Ralph
lovely.
McTell.
Yes.
Oh, that is a last song.
And you've got to look out for Peter Ivey as he smirks at certain bits of he smirks. He's got that naughty boy little smirk.
It's the same as Simon Nichols.
I think
isn't it?
at the mention of a breast, I think it was, and he's grinning. Anyway, I think it's great. It was recorded at the Windmill Acoustic Sessions a number of years ago. Let's have some love and likes for my good. And after Peter Ivey, we're going to have the raffle. So we all stand a chance of winning. Woo! Exactly. And Jenny's going to be our raffle mistress this evening. Yeah. She's probably going to pick her sister, but never mind.
Oh yeah, I realised I can do that.
Right, let's have some love and likes. And by the way, Peter Ivey, we've not seen him about because he got a hurty finger. He broke his finger on this hand for playing chords on his guitar. He's been out of action, but we're hoping he'll be back soon. Right, Peter Ivey performing Ralph McTell. What year was it? Come on, I'll put you to the test. Ralph.
Oh.
Is it quite early?
Know. Yes,
Yeah.
quite early.
An early Ralph McTell song. Let's have some love and likes.
I went down to the hiring fair for to sell my labour, and I noticed a maid in the very next row, and I hoped that she'd be my neighbour. Imagine then, oh my delight, when the farmer picked us both. I spoke not a word on the call to the farm, but my heart beat in my throat. Oh, my lodging was dry and my master fair, and I gave him full measure. But my envy grew like the corn in the field, for in his house was my treasure, and I'd watch her carry water or drive cows from the byre, and the heat from the sun made the corn grow strong. Oh, and with it my desire. For I'd see her in my dreaming, and in my dreams caress her eyes, her lips, her dark brown hair, and the curves beneath her dress. And harvest time it came at last, so heavy was the task, that the women and the men worked side by side, and I had her near at last. When I swung harder with my scythe, few words between us passed, and I cursed my tongue-tied usefulness, and I hoped that she'd hear my heart. When all was safely gathered in, we sat down to rest, and my trembling fingers touched her arm, and she placed them on her breast. Turned to me as the sun went down, and all my senses reeled, and we lay there on the scented ground, and the moon rose over the field. Oh, she was safely gathered in my arms, when from the barn drifted the sound of the violin, so we hurried back to the farm, and all were dancing in the lantern light, and music filled the air, and I thanked my stars for the harvest moon, and the girl from the hiring fair, and all were dancing
dancing in the lantern light. Music filled the air, and I thanked my stars for the harvest moon and the girl from the hiring fair.
Is that during the next song?
Peter Ivey,
Hey, lovely song.
Girl from the Hiring Fur. Gifted by Ralph McTell to Fairport Convention.
Yeah.
So they know all about it in here. I'm being educated.
Absolute nerd over here.
Yeah, I'm being educated. It's fabulous, the detail. Yeah, really good, Peter Ivey. Thank you very much. Hope you're well. Hope to catch up with you soon. Hope the finger's getting better, the hurty finger. Now, we don't have our... There's names I've never heard of with us this evening.
Probably all Jenny's fans.
Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome, of course. Kevin Bull's with us. Kevin performed last night with Faye Fremantle over at Bracknell Folk Club. Good,
that's
Kevin.
lovely.
We like the voice. We like the big man voice. Right. We're going to have the quiz. Everybody stands a chance. I'm going to let Jenny explain the rules because I've only told her 2 minutes ago, and I told her once, if she doesn't know the rules, she's going to make it up. Let's go live. For the first time. In fact, hold on. We'll give her a chance. Give her a minute. Let's have a look at the previous winners. So, the last raffle winner, FolkOclock Show number 58, was Jan Moncrief. Now,
Good friend.
the lady of Lochlockey. She lives in Lochlockey. So I'm going to deliver a bottle of fizz to her doorstep on my world tour of Scotland. Trouble is, she's away on holiday at the time, so I'm going to do a little video to prove that it was me there, and we're going to deliver it to her house up in the Highlands of Scotland. Fabulous. So Jan Moncrief won the last raffle. The music quiz last week, or last month, should I say, was the mighty John Quinn and Anne Isles, and they won a CD. I'm not sure whether we've sent you a CD yet, but you were definitely the winners. Anyway, we're going to go live. I'm going to say I'm not going to say gob. I'm going to say gorgeous. To the gorgeous Jennie Higgins, who's going to tell us the rules of the raffle, and if she doesn't know, we're going to whisper it to her. Come in, Jenny.
Hello. So my understanding is we're going to play a song, and if you say nice things about me,
That's a raffle meister.
then I might pick you. Basically, I love the ego boost. I love it when I have a new pithy comment for my tour posters.
Oh yeah, you could have little snippets.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, comments.
I really, really like people being nice about me, basically. So just say the nicest thing you can possibly think of about me. Or the lovely video that we're watching, and maybe I'll pick you.
Sounds good.
We're going to come back after the song, and Jenny's going to pick a winner. Whoever says nice things. A nice little snippet. We heard Jenny earlier, of course. Nice little snippet.
A quotable quote.
Yeah, quotable quote that you can
Not
put.
from my sister.
Not from sisters. That doesn't work.
She'll say something horrible.
But they put it on social media promotion. Wonderful. Right, the next song, while you write lovely things, is another love song. We've had a love song about a motor car, and this song is about...
Chocolate?
Boat?
No.
People? People
So-
this time.
No, it's about a motorbike.
Oh.
It's actually not
Boys.
about the motorbike. It is a love song. But it's a love song, and I'm not so sure whether the guy loves the motorbike more than he loves the woman.
Oh, that, yeah.
But it's a great song, and we were just talking about Fairport Convention, and that's my link for you to guess the song. Come on, Jenny.
Oh, it's Vincent Black Lightning.
Yeah.
It is, but you're not Jenny. You're Sue.
Sorry.
Yeah, Richard Tom.
yeah,
Vincent Black Lightning. The most expensive motorbike ever sold at auction. It certainly was. It was about $500,000. And a little snippet fact is that the Vincent Black Lightning was the fastest production motorbike that you could purchase in the 40s.
Nice things about
Already, we haven't even started the song. The 40s, the 50s, and the 60s. It was the fastest motorbike that you could buy. It did 150 mile an hour. Right. We had a visit from Steve Selwood. Do you know what? I don't even think it was last year. It might have been the year before. And he just sat down and played Vincent Black Lightning, and I recorded it. It's a love song about a motorbike and a girl with red hair and black leathers. While these girls are still chatting, we're going to play it. Let's have some love and likes for Mr. Steve Selwood.
Said Red Molly to James, that's a fine motorbike. Oh, a girl could feel special on any such like. Said James to Red Molly, my hat's off to you. Oh, it's a Vincent Black Lightning 1952. And I've seen you on the corners and cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favourite colour scheme. Then he pulled her on behind and down to Box Hill they'd ride. Said James to Red Molly, there's a ring for your right hand. But I'll tell you in earnest, I'm a dangerous man. For I've fought with the law since I was 17. I've robbed many a man to get my Vincent machine. But now I'm 21 years, I might make 22. And I don't mind dying, but for the love of you. And if fate should break my stride, then I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Come down, Red Molly, called Sergeant McRae. For they've taken young Games 80 for armed robbery. Shotgun blast in his chest, left nothing inside. Come down, Red Molly, to his dying bedside. When she came to the hospital, there wasn't much left. He was running out of road, he was running out of breath. But he smiled to see her cry. Said, I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Said James, in my opinion, there's nothing in this world beats a 52 Vincent and a red-headed girl. Now Triumphs and Nortons and Beezers won't do, for they don't have a soul like Vincent 52. So he slipped her his hand and he slipped her the keys. Said, I've no further use for these. I see angels on aerials in leather and chrome, swooping down from heaven to carry me
and he gave her one last kiss and died. And he gave her his Vincent to
We like Stevie Selwood, superstar Steve, fabulous. Jamie Nick's like Jamie's a motorcycle rider herself, and
I've seen her on it. Yeah,
she has a dog called Sandy. I think Sandy rides on the back of the motorbike.
Very Grease.
dog has goggles.
Goggles on the back of the motor. It's amazing. Jamie, you're a lovely lady. Yeah. Vincent Black Lightning, 1952. It's a great song. Am I a Richard Thompson? I am a Richard Thompson fan. Peter Ivey introduced me to Richard Thompson. I was completely ignorant towards it. And I've just said to Jennie that I think everybody sings his songs better than he does, which didn't go down well. I think Jennie's a bit of a fan. But for me, he's a bit Bob Dylan. Writes a brilliant song. Not the best voice.
You can't say that about Bob Dylan.
What, or Richard Thompson? I can, of course. Yeah, of course you can. No, you can't be everything, can you? Fantastically talented men, clearly. So yeah, Vincent Black Lightning, 1952. Now I never thought I'd meet anybody who talks more than Sam White or Lynn Reynolds enjoying the lamplight. It's the dirty snacking. The limelight more doing the raffle. But we are about to go back to the lovely Jennie. We're going to turn on a microphone. Hold on, we're not ready. We're going to go. Let's find out who's tonight's winner. Come in, Jennie.
Hello. Hi there. There was some lovely brown nosing going on that me and Sue was looking at. It was lovely. I really enjoyed my sister's comments about my hair, because she doesn't often say nice things about my hair. So, lovely. But I think the brown nosing prize, or rather the raffle prize, goes to...
You can't call it that. This is a professional show. Dear me.
It goes to Anne Isles.
Oh.
She was just so into it. She was so lovely about me. But she also loved the song, and I love that for
Dancing
her.
girl.
Oh,
She's doing well. She's doing well.
Right.
There we go.
Thank you.
Choice.
Let's have a...
I'm going to applaud myself. It's great.
Exactly.
Well done.
First time this evening, a new raffle... Mistress? Maestro, I don't know.
Master of said raffle.
Master of said raffle. The lovely Jennie Higgins. Right. I've mentioned Jamie Nick's CD. Been listening to that. I've also got, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, Doris's debut.
Oh, yes.
Debut. Is it
EP.
EP. Sue knows.
Extended play.
It's an EP. And what a lovely... Why is that such a lovely photograph?
Because you took it yourself,
Because I took it myself. There you go. I like to take a photograph. It only ended up on the... And I got a mention on the back, Doris, I love you. You're such a lovely lady. And it's really nice. It's nice to listen to somebody when it's been professionally kind of produced, when it's someone you know and you've heard them in the clubs and then you hear something that becomes a CD. It's very good, very satisfying. Thank you, Doris.
And Lynn and Mike are both on it as well.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about me.
You sound like me now.
No narcissists talk about any other people. I'm just talking about me now. It was a great experience to do my first recording. Special thanks to Lynn Whiteland, Lynn Reynolds. She's had many names. She's been married a few times. Sue Graves, backing vocals. Mike Baker, lead guitar. Joe McBurney, I got to mention. Album cover. And Matt Bew at White House Studios, recording and production. Congratulations, Doris. It's available. If you message Doris, you can give some money. I think she's putting everything to charity.
Yes.
Which is a wonderful thing. Thank you, Doris. I love it. I'm having a great time. I spend all month thinking, God, I've got to get organised. Do I want to do this again? I've got busy and work's busy and everything. And then when it happens, I think I quite enjoy myself. So
I'm just looking back at nice comments about me.
Jenny's still reading the comments. It's lovely. She's a definite narcissist. It's all about Jenny. But she's good. Fair play to her. She is good. Right. We're going to go back to the man with the wonderful shirt on, who's going to tell us all about the next act. I should do a public apology. I stole John's thunder last time because I introduced one of John's acts because I was so carried away waffling I didn't realise. So I officially apologise, John. Let's go over to IveTech Media to hear who's coming next. Come in, John.
Well, you're putting it all right tonight, Joe, so that's absolutely fine. So, my pleasure to introduce the first song, or first couple of songs that were recorded in the IveTech Media studio. These are live recordings, and they're done especially for tonight's show. So no one's seen these before. You're getting the premiere. The first act tonight are Hilary and Sue Harris. Hilary and Sue are looking to do a set at Borsbridge Festival later in the year, and we're fortunate enough to have a sneak peek at some of the songs that they may be performing at the festival, and we're going to see what their combined talents can offer. They're opening their set with a solo song from Sue Harris, and then Hilary's going to join for a duo. So let's see what they have for us.
Hello everyone, this is really exciting for me to be here tonight to sing on FolkOclock Club. I'll be singing one song on my own, and then I'm going to invite my friend Hilary up to sing a song with me as well. The first song I'm going to sing is a song which I wrote about 8 years ago, and I entered it at the Heat in Upton for the John Birmingham Cup, which is a cup for unaccompanied songs that engage the audience. So I hope this one will do that for you. It's called Two Jigs and a Reel. As I walked out one morning on my way to Banbury Fair, I met a bright young sailor lad who caught me with his stare. He whistled as he walked, and it made my heart to yield, and the tune that he was singing, it was two jigs and a reel. 2 jigs and a reel, 2 jigs and a reel. The tune that he was singing, it was 2 jigs and a reel. He met me step for step as the band took up the cry. He said, come join the music with a twinkle in his eye. 'Twould be a shame to waste it, for they have fine beer and ale. Won't you come and dance with me, just 2 jigs and a reel? 2 jigs and a reel, 2 jigs and a reel. Won't you come and dance with me, just 2 jigs and a reel? I answered, no, kind sir, I have many things to do. And besides, my mother told me to avoid the likes of you. But he took my hand and ran with me into the farmer's field, and there we started dancing, 2 jigs and a reel. 2 jigs and a reel, 2 jigs and a reel. There we started dancing, 2 jigs and a reel. It was fully my intention to turn and walk away, but the music was enchanting me and begging me to stay. The merry tune did spin my heart and did my reason steal, and I couldn't stop from dancing, 2 jigs and a reel. 2 jigs and a reel, 2 jigs and a reel. I couldn't stop from dancing, 2 jigs and a reel. With the bowing of the fiddle and the beating of the drum, oh, he was light and nimble as the piper whistled on. And as he whirled me round and round, the dizzier I did feel, till I came tired of dancing, 2 jigs and a reel. 2 jigs and a reel, 2 jigs and a reel, till I came tired of dancing, 2 jigs and a reel. Well, his voice, it was like honey, and his kiss the best of wines. But I knew he was a sailor lad, and never would be mine. So when his back was turned from the music I did steal, gaily dancing homeward to two jigs and a reel. 2 jigs and a reel, 2 jigs and a reel, gaily dancing homeward to 2 jigs and a reel. 2 jigs and a reel, 2 jigs and a reel, gaily dancing homeward to 2 jigs and a reel. 2 jigs and a reel. Thank you. Hilary, would you like to come up and add your beautiful voice?
Well, it's lovely to be here in the studio with John Ive. And thank you to John and also to Joe for inviting us on the show. This is a song that Sue and I have been practicing. We've just got a few songs together. We're going to get a few more together, hopefully sing them at the Borsbridge Festival this year. Really looking forward to that. So this is a song by Iris Dement, and it's called Our Town. And you know the sun's setting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Go on now and kiss it goodbye. Hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. Go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun setting down on our town, on our town? Good night. Just over there beside that red neon light, that's where I met my baby on one hot summer's night. He was a tender and I ordered a beer. It's been 40 years and I'm still sitting here. But you know that the sun's setting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Go on now and kiss it goodbye. Hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. Go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun setting down on our town, on our town? Good night. It's here I had my babies and I had my first kiss. I've walked down Main Street in the cold morning mist. Over there is where I bought my first car. It turned over once, but then it never went far. And I can see that the sun's setting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Go on now and kiss it goodbye. Hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. Go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun setting down on our town, on our town? Good night. I buried my mama and I buried my pa. They sleep up the street beside that pretty brick wall. I bring them flowers about every day, but I just gotta cry when I think what they'd say. If they could see that the sun's setting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Go on now and kiss it goodbye. Hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. Go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun setting down on our town, on our town? Good night. I sit on the porch and watch the lightning bugs fly. I can't see too good, I got tears in my eyes. I'm leaving tomorrow, but I don't want to go. I love you, my town, you'll always live in my soul. But I can see that the sun's setting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Go on, I gotta kiss you goodbye. Hold on to my lover, cause my heart's bound to die. Go on now and say goodbye to my town, to my town. Can't you see the sun setting down on my town, on my town? And you know, sun's setting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Go on now and kiss it goodbye. Hold on to your lover, cause your heart's bound to die. Go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun setting down on our town, on our town? Good night. Good night. Thank you again to John Ive and to Joe McBurney for inviting us on the FolkOclock Show. Have a wonderful evening, and it's back to Joe in the studio.
Come on. Round of applause.
Ooh, that was lovely.
Dave Harris is clapping all the way from Bognor Regis. I can see him he's been behaving you're very well behaved tonight, Dave. I hope you're enjoying the show. We're going to hear from Dave after our next act. Hilary and Sue, that was fabulous. Really good.
It was.
Beautiful. Yeah, the harmony's beautiful and two great songs. And Sue, I don't think I've ever heard you sing on your own. I think it's fabulous. 2 jigs in a reel. Loved it. And a great recording, of course, from the ever-generous, with his time and equipment, Mr. John Ive. Yeah, a really good recording. Thank you, John. Just get rid of that shirt, for goodness sake. Right. It's terrible, isn't it? I can't even be polite anymore. It's terrible. Jane, tell Jane we're going to bring us some flowers if she burns it. I've got my vest right. I've got my vest riding up the back of me. I put a jumper on, but I've got my vest. I like a vest.
I was told this was a professional affair.
It's warming up. It's the weather's. Oh, no, it's not a vest. It's a t-shirt. I've got a red t-shirt. Anyway, moving on. That was fabulous. Hilary, I hope you're well. Big hug, and big hug for you too, Sue. It was really, really good. Loved it. Loads of nice comments. Patrick Carroll is on with us. You won. You won the quiz. Well, you must have been with us, because obviously you won the quiz, so you must have answered the question, so it wasn't random, was it? I've clearly lost. Of all the things I've lost, I miss my mind the most. Perfect. Anna Bass. Really fabulous. Yeah, brilliant. I thought it was excellent. Right, we're going to have our next act this evening. On my list it says number 9, but it's number 10. I said earlier, I don't think we've had anybody who talks as much as Sam White, Lynn Reynolds, and enjoys the limelight quite so much. She's a confident young lassie, isn't she? Fortunately for us, she's very, very talented. And I think we'll be having Jennie back. I think we need to follow Jennie wherever she does. You need to tour the local clubs. Come along and do the local clubs. Absolutely. Get out there. And promote your gigs. Sue's, give me some advice. Promote your gigs. Hilary's saying thank you. Thank you to you, Hilary. Right. I'm going to hand you over to the very capable, lovely sound of Jennie Higgins. Come in, Jennie.
Hello. Yeah, so it's been a real pleasure to play this evening. Thank you, Joe. So gigs coming up if you'd like to come and see me live and in person. I am playing the Feminist Folk Club at Cecil Sharp House on the 8th of March, which is International Women's Day.
Can boys go?
Yes, and families. It's a family-friendly event, so if you've got children or grandchildren, you are more than welcome to bring them along. We'll be singing for everybody. So it'll be myself, the lovely Maddie Morris, it'll be Jackie Oates, and the formidable Frankie Armstrong with her natural voice. Oh, she's fabulous. I'm so excited to be on a billing with her. Run by the lovely Lucy Ward and Pinky Ward from the Thank Folk for Feminism podcast. So yeah, that's coming up in the next couple of weeks, just in London, so not too far. So the next song I'm going to sing is one that I come from a very folky family, if you couldn't tell already. To be this young and singing folk clubs, you've got to come from a folky family. And some of us are named after some very folky songs. So my brother, either luckily or unluckily, depending on how you look at it, is named after the formidable Matty Groves.
That one didn't end well.
It didn't end well for him. But my lovely brother Matty is named after that. And I, at home, am called Jennie Wren, or you might have seen my sister comment earlier, Rennie, because that's often shortened to Rennie. So this is a lovely folk song that was sort of named after, called The Cutty Wren. And I kind of love this song because it was written during the Peasants' Revolt, and is a song about bringing down the formidable establishment, because this sort of feigned bird is actually a ginormous fowl, huge proportions, called the Cutty Wren, and they're sort of going, well, how do we kill it? Which I think is quite entertaining, considering the wren is such a tiny, tiny bird. So it's a really lovely song about bringing down the establishment. Another love song for you guys. But yeah, this is the Cutty Wren. Where are you going? Said Melda to Mulder. We cannot tell you, said Festal Devos. We're off to the woods, said John the Red-Nosed. We're off to the woods, said John the Red-Nosed. And what will you do there, said Melda to Mulder. We cannot tell you, said Festal Devos. We're off to hunt the Cutty Wren, said John the Red-Nosed. We're off to hunt the Cutty Wren, said John the Red-Nosed. And how will you shoot it, said Melda to Mulder. We cannot tell you, said Festal Devos. With bows and with arrows, said John the Red-Nosed. With bows and with arrows, said John the Red-Nosed. Well, that will not do then, said Melda to Mulder. What shall we do then, said Festal Devos. We'll use a big gun and cannons, said John the Red-Nosed. We'll use a big gun and cannons, said John the Red-Nosed. And how will you carry it, said Melda to Mulder. We cannot tell you, said Festal Devos. On 4 strong men's shoulders, said John the Red-Nosed. On 4 strong men's shoulders, said John the Red-Nosed. Well, that will not do then, said Melda to Mulder. What shall we do then, said Festal Devos. We'll use a big horse and wagon, said John the Red-Nosed. We'll use a big horse and wagon, said John the Red-Nosed. And how will you cut it up, said Melda to Mulder. We cannot tell you, said Festal Devos. We'll use knives on big forks, said John the Red-Nosed. We'll use knives and big forks, said John the Red-Nosed. Well, that will not do then, said Milder to Mulder. What shall we do then? Said Festel to Foes. We'll use hatches and cleavers, said John the Red-Nosed. We'll use hatches and cleavers, said John the Red-Nosed. And who will get the spare ribs, said Milder to Mulder. We cannot tell you, said Festel to Foes. The poor shall get the spare ribs, said John the Red-Nosed. The poor shall get the spare ribs, said John the Red-Nosed. Oh, where are you going, said Milder to Mulder. We cannot tell you, said Festel to Foes. We're off to Honeycutty Ride, said John the Red-Nosed. We're off to Honeycutty Ride, said John the Red-Nosed.
Fantastic.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed.
Jenny, it was wonderful.
Thank you.
It was wonderful. And am I allowed to say what the rumour about you're going to do something with someone else?
No.
No mentions?
No mentions.
No mentions.
Sorry.
Be a big surprise. Yeah. The wheels of folk are turning. Yeah, keep an eye out for Jennie Higgins, and you'll see some great stuff in the future. Greater or just different good? As great.
Better, no.
Better.
As good.
Jenny, it's been fabulous.
Thank you.
No, really cool.
Thank you for having me.
Oh no, it's been a pleasure, and thanks for doing the raffle.
Oh, no worries.
You stepped in perfectly well.
My narcissism suited it.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
Sophie, such a pretty voice. Sophie, I'm guessing Sophie is biased.
That's my sister.
It's a sister, yeah. We are going to go to our next act this evening. I've clearly talked too much this evening. We are going to overrun, so get yourself another drink. The drinks are free all night.
Wow.
You can find the cupboard where the drinks are. You help yourself. I'm going to go to our next live act this evening. We don't do Zoom sessions very often. We normally get Bass and Taylor from Zoom, but we've got Dave Harris all the way from Bognor Regis, a regular during lockdown.
Yes,
super nice guy. Sings a beautiful song. And he did come to the Windmill once. Just as good live as he is online. So I'm going to stop talking and introduce you. Let's have some love and likes for the fabulous Mr. Dave Harris. Come in, Dave.
Well, good evening. Thank you very much. Thanks, Joe. Thanks very much for asking me to play, and I'm excited to do it. I was asked to sing a couple of love songs for the month of love, and the first one I picked it was written in 1957 for a musical called The Music Man. But it actually made the composer, someone called Meredith Willson, loads more money when the Beatles recorded it in 1963. It's called Till There Was You. There were bells on a hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all, till there was you. There were birds in the sky, but I never saw them winging. No, I never saw them at all, till there was you. dawn. And you, there was love all around. I never heard it singing, no, I never heard it at all, till there was you. Then there was music and wonderful roses. They tell me it's sweet, fragrant meadows of dawn. And you, there was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all, till there was you. Till there was you.
Come on.
Thank you very much, thank you. The second song, I need to put the capital on for this, and it'll go out of tune. No, it won't. It's written around about 1974, and was written by Charles Aznavour, with help from Herbert Kretschmer, who was the lyricist for Les Miserables. Now this one's called She. She who may be the face I can't forget, a trace of pleasure or regret, maybe the treasure or the price I have to pay. She may be the song that summer sings, maybe the chill that autumn brings, maybe 100 different things within the measure of a day. She may be the beauty or the beast, maybe the famine or the feast, may turn each day into a heaven or a hell. She may be the mirror of my dreams, the smile reflected in a stream. She may not be what she may seem inside her shell. She who always seems so happy in a crowd, whose eyes can be so private and so proud, no one's allowed to see them when they cry. She may be the love that cannot hope to last, may come to me from shadows of the past, that I'll remember till the day I die. She may be the reason I survive, the why and wherefore I'm alive, the one I'll care for through the rough and rainy years. Me, I'll take the laughter and the tears and make them all my souvenirs. But where she goes I've got to be, the meaning of my life is she. She who always seems so happy in a crowd, whose eyes can be so private and so proud, no one's allowed to see them when they cry. She may be the love that cannot hope to last, may come to me from shadows of the past, that I'll remember till the day I die. She reason I survive, the why and wherefore I'm alive, the one I'll care for through the rough and rainy years. Me, I'll take the laughter and the tears and make them all my souvenirs. For where she goes I've got to be. The meaning of my life is she. Thank you very much, thank you. And well, with that, hope you enjoyed those. And back to Joe.
Fabulous, Dave. Thank you very much. He's a crooner. He sings a great love song. Very appropriate on Folk O'Clock number 59, the month of love, February. Brilliant. Dave, it's great to have you back. Thanks for joining us. Much appreciated. And we must get you back on it again in the future. Somebody said hello to hi, Jean. Jean from up in Liverpool's with us. Jean Orford, John. Thanks for joining us. We're doing well on the dirty snacking. We are going to go straight over to IveTech Media. And let me just press some buttons here so I get it right. Hold on. Do that. Because we are running late. I do apologise. Stick with us. It's all good stuff. Come in, Mr. John Ive.
Hello again, everyone. And by popular request, I've changed the shirt. For those of you who are interested, in fact, Peter Ivey wants to know where it's going, I guess he wants to buy it. Peter, it will be in the Blue Cross shop. Jane has got it now, and when she next volunteers in there, that's when it will be on sale. How much will it be, Jane?
Oh, well, I think at least £1.
At least £1, okay. So those of you who are really wanting this shirt, you can get it for £1 in the Blue Cross shop. Okay, back to music then. And in fact, I got to know Sam Lay, who is our next act, with a connection through Jane. And so Sam is a fantastic performer. He is mostly rock and blues, electric, with a band, and he's known otherwise as Sugarman Sam and the Voodoo Crowd or the Voodoo Group. However, I'm delighted to say that he's branching out into acoustic, and he came into the studio. Hello, Lottie. Yes, hello. He came into the studio for a session just for you for Folk O'Clock. And so I'm delighted to introduce him to you. This is Sam Lay, otherwise known as Sugarman Sam, and please enjoy his performance tonight.
Hello, my name's Sam, or Sugarman Sam in the blues world. This first song is called Runaway Rage, and as I'm sure you can imagine, it was written to illustrate anger when you feel really, really, like you need to get something off your chest. So here we go. Ever felt happiness die? I can feel it building up inside. I am the reaper, I come to you at night. I will drag you down, down into a fight. messenger, I got something for you. I am the messenger, please don't kill me. I am the rocket man, watch me take flight. I will drag you down, down into a fight. I'm on board, yeah, take a ride on my runaway train, yeah, my runaway rage. I'm on board, yeah, take a ride on my runaway train, yeah, my runaway rage. Thank you. Okay, this next song was one of the first songs I ever wrote, and it's called Whiskey Days. It was written about drinking, funnily enough, and where it takes you. So I hope you enjoy it. This is a song called Whiskey Days. Took my woman to town, look for a place for my soul to drown. Yes, a barkeep for another drink, another whiskey, please, I think. And I know that my soul's at the bottom of a glass. Cry. Yeah, my soul died at the bottom of a glass. Took myself to the river, water on my skin made me shiver. My mind is a dark and weary place. Suicide made my woman leave me, and I know that my soul's at the bottom of a glass. Tears I cry, my soul died at the bottom of a glass. Lost my mind to the bottle, locked myself away, pour myself another drink, yeah, waste another day. Lost my mind to the bottle, locked myself away, pour myself another drink, yeah, my whiskey days. By the liquor store, how this pain takes more and more. Front door's wide open again. Hey stranger, come in, cure my pain. And I know that my soul's at the bottom of a glass. The tears I cry, yeah, my soul died at the bottom of a glass. myself away. Pour myself another drink, yeah. Waste another day. Lost my mind to the bottle. Lock myself away. Pour myself another drink, yeah. My whiskey days. Lost my mind. Lock myself away. Pour myself another drink, yeah. Waste another day. Lost my mind to the bottle. Lock myself away. Pour myself another drink, yeah. My whiskey days. Thank you.
Yay. It's a bit of blues, Sam Lay. Fantastic. Thank you, Sam. I saw that you're out there. Really appreciate you doing a couple of songs for us this evening on our 59th FolkOclock Show. Maybe we'll get you in live one day. Yeah, really good. That was Lottie barking. Lottie loves it as well. We have overrun. I won't apologise because I'm sure you're having a great time. Yeah, Peter Ivey says great. Sally Brooke, wonderful. Sam, yeah, good comments. Excellent. Right. Our final act of the... We've had a lovely time. Have we had a lovely time?
We have had a lovely time. Thank you, Joe.
And it is the month of love, February. We're going to finish with our folk crush, my folk crush, this evening. Sue Graves is going to sing. I'm guessing you're going to sing a lovely song. Because they're always lovely. And then we'll come back and we'll say goodnight to everybody. So I'm going to hand you over to the more than capable hands. Let me turn some microphones on. The lovely Surrey Nightingale. Come in, Sue Graves.
Thank you very much, Joe. Well, it has been a fabulous show. I've had a wonderful time. It's been lovely to have Jennie with us in the studio. And
chaperone Jennie.
I'm saying nothing. So yes, as per instructions, a love song to finish, and we've been talking about Fairport Convention, and this is a song written by Sandy Denny. And it seems appropriate because the title is At the End of the Day. And actually, I know that Alison Fenner used to really like this song, and we were going to do a version of it together. So, dedicate this to Alison. As I say, thank you again, Joe, for your hospitality.
Pleasure's all mine.
Oh, babe, you are the one I love. You are the one I'm thinking of. You know it's still a long, long way to go, but I'll be home at the end of the day. I'll sing my songs just for you, and I'll bring my love home to you. I can hardly wait to be with you again, but I'll be home at the end of the day. Just miles and miles of rosy sky, I'll fall asleep by and by. I'm crying now 'cause you're so far away, but I'll be home at the end of the day. Oh, babe, you are the one I love. You are the one I'm thinking of. There's so many words I mean to say to you. You'll hear them all at the end of the day. Yes, I'll be home at the end of the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Let
you.
me press some buttons. How fabulous was that? John, are you with me, John? Are you muted?
I am not muted.
Good.
I'm with you.
I think we've had a fantastic show this evening. Really good.
It has. It's been great. Very diverse as well, which is nice.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, lots of new faces tonight as well. And Sue, that was wonderful.
Oh,
a
thank you,
wonderful finish to a show.
As always, Sue, well done.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've had a great time. It's been really good, John. We've got rid of the shirt. That's a result in itself. It's worth it just for that. Well done, Jane. Jane's disappeared. She's in the garden setting it on fire. Jim McLean's with us. Very nice indeed, Sue Graves. That's a compliment from that great big hunk of Scottish sexiness,
yes.
Mr. Jim McLean. Guys, I apologise it's gone on a little bit late. We've had a great time. John, thank you as always. Couldn't do it without you.
And thanks to your studio guests as well. They've been great.
Yeah,
So-
fabulous. Yeah, it's been great to have the confident Jennie. Jennie the Confident, we should call her. And the lovely Sue Graves. Gobby, yeah.
Yes, I think you should. Tagline on the new poster.
It's not a negative. It's not a negative. So let's do some special thanks. All of the performers this evening. Let's do the full rundown very quickly. We had a lovely song from Alison and David Fenner. Our hearts go out to you, David. Big hug, and we hope to see you back in the folk scene soon. Russ Baleson, brilliant. Mr. Sunshine. Thank you, Russ. John Buckley with the Mustang song. The lovely Jennie Higgins.
Yay.
Hey! She's cheering for herself there. Luke Paul Jackson, check him out, brilliant. Sue Graves, of course, the Surrey Nightingale. Thank you, Sue. Peter Ivey, singing about a bit of lust. Very, very Peter Ivey. Superstar Steve Selwood singing about the Vincent Black Lightning, 1952. Wonderful Hilary Ward and Sue Harris. That was really, really, really good. Very, very pleased. Thank you, ladies. We've had Dave Harris all the way from Bognor Regis, crooning, singing a couple of love songs. And of course, Sugarman, Bluesman, Sam Lay. Thank you, Sam. Fantastic. Let's see who else. We FolkOclock Team, myself, Joe. Thank you, everybody. No raffle master this evening. Raffle mistress, lady.
I can still be a master of the raffle.
Raffle master. She's a feminist. We can be a master. I'm not sure how this all works out, but Jennie, thank you very much for doing the quiz. And the music quiz, of course, from John Ive. And we would love to... I'm sure, John, you'll join me in thanking our audience this evening. Thank you all very, very much. Apologies, it's been a little bit late. And the next show is going to be number 60. 60. It's amazing, isn't it, really? Of course, I didn't mention it all evening, but the drinks have been free all night. But before you go, please, where is it? Don't forget your empty glasses. We'll see you next time.
Don't forget your empty glasses. Take your glasses to the bar. Don't forget
Get your empty glasses, take your glasses to the bar. Take your glasses, take your glasses, take your glasses to the bar. Take your glasses to the bar.
The morning sun is blazing, colors fill the sky. What a day for lazing, to watch the world go by. Blackbirds singing sweetly in the trees, squirrels leave their cover. Children's laughter floating in the breeze as they chase one another. Such a very pretty place to be, down on Hampton Green. Down to Hampton Green we'll go, down to Hampton Green. Such a very pretty place to be, down on Hampton Green. The church of old Saint Theodore welcomes everyone. Father leads the singing, hymns for old and young. Lunchtime finds him at the railway bell, with his beer and ploughman's. Different songs and different tales to tell from all the folks around him. Such a very friendly place to be, down on Hampton Green. Down to Hampton Green we'll go, down to Hampton Green. Such a very friendly place to be, down on Hampton Green. night is still, the air is smelling sweet from all the trees and flowers. All I hear is my heartbeat from nature's own sweet bower. Such a very peaceful place to be, down on Hampton Green. Down to Hampton Green we'll go, down to Hampton Green. Such a very peaceful place to be, down on Hampton Green.